Welcome back to the garage with the Rude Man Car Simulator 2015 Car Mechanic Simulator. I'm simulating a mechanic and I'm really not very good at it. We had a cliffhanger in the last episode. I worked on this little booger, which I only made, well, I'm only supposed to make $297 on. And I took the whole rear end apart trying to figure out what the hell to do, and I still didn't get it done right. Somehow I have neglected to put a small rubber bushing back in. And so I got to figure out which one, where it's missing. So let's get this thing back on the rack and figure out what the hell I did. I think I took one off by mistake, but I can't remember whether it was on the front or the back. Let's see if it's on the back. Alright, let's go in here and go to assemble mode and look around and see if I've missed something. Assemble mode should show me a silhouette of something that I've missed, I hope. Get the right camera angle here. Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay. Alright, there we go. What happened was I ran out of time in the last episode, and I just had to stop. And I didn't realize that I had missed putting something back onto the car. Alright, let's move it to the center. Now, we'll get our $297, which probably cost me about $600 or $700 from labor I put in the last job. Ta-da! Good God. Alright, let's see. I'm afraid to take another job, actually. But look, we're 1,700 experience. We've got almost $4,000. We have 4 jobs waiting. General running gear. That one we can't take yet. We have find and fix any running gear problems. Controlling car feels loose. And brake problems. Let's take an easy one after that cliffhanger. Okay. Ooh, bright green. Or, I mean, not bright green, dark green. Looks like pea soup gone bad. Let's move that to the left lifter. And then let's do general running gear and repair. Let's take that one. A Katagurl Katsumoto. Ooh, sporty little thing. Alright, let's move that one to the right lifter. Let's get under this one and see what we have. Alright, so the work order, let's see, the ABS module, brake caliper, brake disc ventilated, and brake pads. They weren't kidding. They've got brake problems. So first of all, let's see if we're looking at the front or the back. I don't know. Now here's the thing though, as I mentioned in the last episode, if you were a decent mechanic and somebody came in and said they had brake problems, wouldn't you look at all 4 brakes? So that's kind of what I'm going to do. I don't see anything bad here, so I'm going to jump out of that, go to the other side. That definitely does not look good. So, I mean, look, the disc has got wear on it. That thing's bad. The calipers are bad. Oh, the brake pads are bad. How's this happen to just one side? Okay, I'm going to go back over here and reassemble this so I don't have all those parts. And put the brake pads back. Put the caliper back on. Put the wheel back on. This is going to be less confusing for me if I put the good stuff back on. Okay, and then now let's look at our inventory. We've got, oh, this is from the last job. I got to remember to do that. Sell the stuff from the last job, because it's going to be confusing on a new job. Okay, now this should be from this job. Okay, so we have brakes, caliper, brake pads, and ventilated disc. What else were we supposed to do? Brake pads, an ABS module. So this thing has ABS brakes on it. So where would that be? That would not be. Would that be inside the car? Let's go fix these first. We know those are bad. So let's look at the brakes. We're going to be doing the ventilated thingamabobber for $100. We need brake pads, and we need a caliper. There. There's the ABS module. That must be up on the engine, maybe. So let's go fix this part, and then we'll drop the car. Yeah, don't get cocky, kid. Remember that from Star Wars? If you remember in the last episode, I said, "Hey, I'm getting pretty good at this." Then all hell broke loose. So don't get cocky, kid. Take it one job at a time. All right, let's look in here and see if we can find this brake thingamabobber. What did it look like? It looked like something from a space alien thing. ABS pump. So, oh, there it is. There it is. Right there. So this is going to be easier than I thought. But it was something new. Something I haven't done before. If you remember, I mentioned in the last episode how easy things used to be in the olden days. It was the module that was bad. I mean, who had ABS brakes on the farm? I mean, you know, you just had, things were a lot simpler. Okay, put this in assemble mode. Go back down here. Put that thing back on. Thing looks like it come off a spaceship. Okay, so we have a quick little job here. Okay, work order up. Everything looks hunky-dory. That can be deceiving, because if you remember, everything was checked off in the last one, but something I forgot to put a part back on. Oh my God, I just made $1,800 on that. Whoa. Good job. All right, what was the deal on this one? Oh my word, this car is in trouble. front shock absorber cap, steering knuckle, front wheel hub, rear suspension arm, rear wheel hub, rear bushing, or rubber bushing, steering rack. Okay, this is going to be a job. So let's stick it up on the rack. And let's look at that again. Is it? Okay, it's front and rear. So let's start in the front. I have no idea whether... oh, wait. Before we do that, let's sell the stuff from the other job. So we don't get confused with all the parts we're piling up. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea whether I have to take these wheels off, but I'm going to do it. Just to get in here. Okay, there's a bad part. Right there. There's a bad bushing. Let's take that out. Okay, and then some of this other stuff is going to have to come off. Oh my God, look at over there. Alright, let's go back over to the other side. We got all kinds of rusty parts over here. Alright, what has to come off of that for me to get that? Just going to be another one that I'm taking off parts I don't need to. No, I think that all had to come off. Well, obviously something else is tied to it. Something else is still tied to it. Oh, everything is. What's going on? What else is tied to it? That thing right there? Well, I better get some money for this, because I had to take half the car apart to get to that. Alright, how do I get to that thing? Okay, it's gotta... that part's gotta come out. Okay, and then that part's... oh, man. Okay, that's part's gotta come off. And that thing right there needs to come off. Then I can get that. Oh my God. I better make some money on this. Uh-oh, something's bad over there. So as it turns out, I had to take the both wheels off anyway. Oh yeah. Front wheel hub. Alright, what am I missing here? Oh, that thing in the center. Man, this car is a mess. How did it get in such bad shape? God. And I'm still only on the front. I haven't went to the back yet. Whoa. Let's look at the inventory. Well, I got a lot of good parts to get to the bad parts. Alright, let's just take a stock of the bad parts. I need a rubber bushing. I need a front steering knuckle A. I need a steering rack. And I need a front wheel hub. So let's start with the rubber bushing. Okay. Rubber bushing. Let's go down to the R's. We need one of those. Alright, what else do we need? Okay, we got the rubber bushing. We need a front steering knuckle A. Alright, so front steering knuckle A. Right there, front steering knuckle A. 120 bucks. Okay, and then we need a steering rack and a front wheel hub. Okay, so front wheel hub. Right there. And a steering rack. Yeah, this one's really complicated. Yeah, you gotta wonder what the person was doing to get in such bad shape. Alright, so what goes on first? Oh, man. Okay, let's first of all, let's... Okay, that thing in the middle is what we had to take off last. So let's put that in. And then we do that thing over there. And the other one over there. Okay, and then put that in. Okay, and go back to the other side. And okay, we gotta put that thing on. And we need to put that back. 2 bolts on that. Alright, put the cap back on the top. Come down here, put this on. Okay, put that back on. Alright, and then put that back on. Bolt on the top. Bolt on the bottom. And then, where'd that rubber baby buggy bumper thing go? What's next? This thing? Am I missing something? Evidently. Boy, I don't know. This is going to be... Oh, wow. What a job. Alright, now go into assemble mode and see what we need here. Oh, wait. Look. That... Is that bad? That one right there? Is it bad? It is. That one was bad. Alright, let's go see. Alright, rubber bushing. So we had two that were bad. Rubber bushing. We have two that are bad, so I only have one good one. Let me go buy another one. Where's my desk? Rubber bushing. Yeah, at least they're cheap. 15 bucks in case I make a mistake. I haven't even got to the rear end of the car yet. Alright, let's put that one back. Okay. And then I got one someplace that I took off. Huh. Alright. Assemble mode. Okay, wheel hub back in. Wheel hub bearing. Front drive whatcha dinger. Oh, wait. There it is. Right there. I'm gonna put that one back on. Okay, and then what next? That thing on. Brake caliper, or brake pads, brake caliper. Put the wheel back on. This job was a little bit more complicated. Let's see how much we've fixed. We fixed the front problem, but we need to do the rear. Okay, and inventory parts. Alright, get out of that. Inventory parts. What's going on? Okay, so all those were bad and we've replaced them. So let's get rid of these. Because I don't want to get confused when I go to the rear end. If the rear end isn't as bad a shape as the front end was, it's going to be a job. Okay, so let's go to the rear and start by taking the wheels off, of which I'm not sure I have to, but at least we'll be able to see better if I take the wheels off. And what are we looking for over here? Something on the inside there is bad. That thing, rear wheel hub, is bad. Take the cap off. Take this off. Alright, let's look at the work order again. Front shock absorber cap. What? So I missed something on the front. Rear suspension arm and rear wheel hub. Okay, so I got the rear wheel hub. It's the rear suspension arm I'm looking at now. Rear suspension arm, which is what? Rear spring, rear suspension arm. Is it the other side? Yep, sure is. And do we need to take the wheel off to get to it? That's a good question. Evidently not. Okay, let's go back to the front and see what I missed. Where the hell am I? Here I am. Okay, I missed something on the front. There. Alright, I just missed it. Okay, so we need a wheel hub, rear wheel hub, right? We need a rear suspension arm, front shock absorber cap, and a rear wheel hub. Rear wheel hub. Okay, and then front something or another. Rear suspension arm A. What? Rear suspension arm. Okay. Can't remember. Rear suspension arm. Rear suspension arm. That thing right there. And then we need a front whatcha-dinger cap. A front shock absorber cap. Alright, we're on a roll. We're on a jelly roll, actually. Okay, so let's go to the front first. And get back up here on the assemble mode. Look up there. Put that thing on. There we go. Let's head to the rear of the vehicle. Head up. Go into assemble mode. And let's see, was it the other side that that thing came off of? Right there. Let's put that on. 3 bolts. Holds it on. Put the rubber braided buggy bumper back. Big bolt. And then let's go to the other side. Get my camera angle working here. Okay, and let's see. We're putting that on. Got your 4 bolts there. Put that thing in. And disc brakes back on, caliper back on. 2 screws holding that in. Hope I didn't miss anything. And then we'll check our parts list. Parts list. Yep, looks like we're okay. Let's drop the car. Drop it like it's hot. It might be, I don't know. It might be a stolen vehicle. And let's move it to the center. Wow, we should get a pretty penny for this job. All checked. $2,749. Wee-hee! Oh, that was a good one. Complicated, but good. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. So that takes 3,000 points. So it looks like we opened up another category at 2,000. Ooh, look at that. A Bolt Reptilia. Paint it with the true factory color, but we don't have enough experience to do a paint job. So, poor brake performance. What's with the brakes around this town? Find and fix any running gear problems. Controlling car feels loose. All right, so we only have 2 jobs we can take. We just did, suspension. Let's do a brake job. Make a little money. Can't be too complicated, right? Okay, it's another one of these little boogers. Work order. Brake disc ventilated, brake disc ventilated, brake pads. Does it say whether it's the front or the back? I don't know. All right. Put it on the rack. I don't know if there's any reason why. Well, you know what? There might be. There we go. We got a phone call and we have another job. And the other job is, oh my God. Repair all running gear. Oh my God. Sloppy steering. Engine problems. Filters. That's going to be a job. I think I'm going to take this one. And I'm thinking that the more jobs that I put on the rack, the phone will ring and I'll pile up jobs. What do you think? Let's go ahead and put this on the other lift. And then we'll get to work on this one. This one should be pretty straightforward. We just need to find out whether it's the front or the rear. So I think what I'm going to do is just start taking wheels off so that we can see what the brakes look like. Obviously that one's bad. There goes the phone. All right. So let's go take a look at this side. Same issue. All right, so let's take a look at what we have. We know we've got brake disc, brake ventilated, brake pads. Okay. Let's look at the... Oh man, I didn't get rid of the other stuff. I gotta remember to do that. It's just gonna get confusing. I better leave it at that because I'm not quite sure. Okay, so we have 2 disc brake ventilateds that are bad. And that's it. So we have more to do. So let's fix these. Brakes. Brake disc ventilated, 100 a piece, so there's $200. So let's fix the front. The rest must be on the rear. So let's put that back on. Put the brake pads back, caliper back on. 2 bolts do that. And the wheel back on. I keep forgetting to go over to the bench and see if there's anything I can repair before I sell the parts, but I've kind of been in a hurry, which is not good. Being in a hurry is never good, right? What? What? Oh. See what I mean? Gotta remember, get into assemble mode. Alright, what's happening now? Oh, I didn't see it. My vision is faulty. Of course I knew that when I started. My teachers always used to tell me I had no vision. And I didn't. You know how they're always wanting you to say, oh, We want you to fill out this thing that shows you what you want to do in 1 year, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years. What's your plan? I said, hell, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon. I wasn't motivated with that. I had no vision. Okay, there's the brake disc. All right, let's look at the other side. That might take care of the problem, but as I've said before, there are 4 brakes. If you were a decent mechanic, you'd look at all 4. So everything looks good on this. But let's just take a look. No, the pads don't look good. So there you go. See? Look at everything. All right, inventory. We need brake pads, 1. We need brake disc. Yeah, okay, brake disc and brake pads. Back to brakes. Brake disc, 1 of those. Brake pads, 1 of those. Throw that back on. So let's go up here, go into assemble mode. Put the brake pad on, the caliper. 2 bolts hold it in. Put the wheel back on. I don't know if it makes any difference which one goes back on. Although, again, a good mechanic would rotate them if he was doing it. I didn't keep track of which one came off where. Okay, assemble mode. Brake disc. Brake pads. Caliper. Bolty. Wheel. 5 bolts. Or lug nuts, they call them. In America, I don't know what they call them over there. Probably call them gadgets or gizmos or something. Who knows? All right, let's take a look at our work order. Everything is green. All of that, and I'm only going to get $620 for a brake job. Well, it's just a brake job, I guess. And inventory, nothing but bad parts. Let's drop this like it's hot. And move it to the center. Good thing I didn't have a car over here, huh? And finish the job. So we're up to 2155, 6,825 money-wise. Let's sell these parts. I don't think these can be repaired, but I guess I could go look. I haven't done that in a while. Where's my bench? Was that it over here? The old workbench? Yep, nothing I can repair. All right, so let's just sell this stuff off. Salvaged parts. All right, let's take a look at the job on this. Front drive, front rear axle. All right. Well, I've got about 5 minutes. Let's see what we can do in 5 minutes. I know the other jobs we had were very complicated. So, front and rear. Let's see what we can do in 5 minutes. Alright. Oh, look. What's that? Front sway bar. Okay. Let's go back around here. Okay, that's got to come off. I guess I didn't have a brake problem here. Oh man, got a mess over here. I don't think this is going to be a 5-minute job. Alright, let's see. Okay, so that's got to come off. Let's go back here. This has got to come off right there. That's got to come out. That's got to come off. No, does it? Does it? Maybe not. But let me just... I've already got it done, so let me just do that. And this has got to come off. And that has to come off. Alright, let's see what we have. Inventory-wise, we have all kinds of good stuff. We have a front sway bar and a front end link A. That's bad. And a front drive axle. And what was the job? Front drive axle, front sway bar, rear shock absorber, rear suspension arm, and a rubber bushing. Okay, so this should fix the front, except for I didn't look to see if there was a bad rubber bushing on the front. I don't see one. Let's go over here. And I don't see one over here. So that must be on the back. Let's fix the front first. And again, what do we have? We have a sway bar, front sway bar, and a front drive axle. So let's go to the F's. Front drive axle. Oh, I didn't see whether it was an A or a C. Shoot. Front drive shaft. Front exhaust. Front shock absorber. Front sway bar. That one we do have. Alright, let's see what it was. A front drive axle C and a sway bar. Front drive axle C. Okay, so front drive axle. Front drive axle C. Down. And then a sway something or another. Was it an A? It was an A, wasn't it? Alright, see if we can get this on. Go, man, go. Okay, which side was it on? This side. Okay, so let's see. We need to put that thing on. And then we need to put that thing on. Put that thing on. Okay, getting there, getting there. Run to the other side. What am I stuck on? Toolbox. Okay, now what were we doing on this side? We need to put that thing back on. Right there. Should be 2 bolts. Correct? Okay, and then put that on. Caliper. 2 bolts on that. Wheel back on. 5 bolts or lug nuts. Those aren't yarbles, are they? Lug nuts aren't. Whoa! Alright, I kind of just run out of time. But what do we have left? Rear shock absorber, rear suspension arm, rear bushing. Shock absorber. Let's take a look. Okay, so that obviously is bad. And let's look over here. What do we have over here? That, ooh, that thing is bad. Well, that's got to come out. Okay, that's got to come off. 3 bolts there. Okay. And then a rubber bushing. There it is, over there. Alright, let's go buy some parts. Inventory. Uh-oh. Okay, we need a rubber bushing. We need a rear suspension arm and an absorber cap. So rear, and rubber. All in the R's. Okay, rubber bushing. Rear suspension arm. And a rear absorber cap. Run. Plop, 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 plop. This guy, I don't know what kind of shoes he wears, but they're ploppy shoes. Okay, suspension. Let's go to 2. And let's spin around here. Wait, there's another part bad. Right there. We missed it. We missed a part. Shoot. How's that come off? Wheels got to come off. I don't know why the wheel had to come off for that, but it did. Alright, what was that called? That was called sway bar rear end link. Plop, 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 plop. Assemble. Alright, let's see what we have here. I put that back on. 1 bolt. Okay. And put the sway bar thing back. 3 bolts. Rubber baby buggy bumper in. Another one over there. And then a shock absorber whatcha-dinger. We had a shock absorber. Was that it right there? Alright. Is that everything? Well, kind of. Let's put the wheels back on, though. I guess that would help, huh? Okay, let's see what we do here. Put it over in the center, and let's see how we did. $973. We did it, and we're up to 2,287 experience. We've got $7,342. 4 jobs waiting. We ran a little bit over. That's okay. Hope you had fun. Give me a like if you did. Share it with a friend. Give me a subscription if you haven't subscribed. I'd appreciate it. And in the meantime, I'll see you in the garage in the next episode.